All right. They tell you you're going to be Agent 99. How does one prepare to get involved in a project like? I mean,
How does one prepare? Well, first of all, I had to fight for this role because no one thought that I was right for it, and rightly so. I mean, there was nothing in my body of work that suggested I could play an ass-kicking secret agent. So basically, I did what I thought. I tried to train the way I thought that Agent 99 would. I got into great shape. If I do say so myself, I was the healthiest I've ever been.
where you look in the mirror and go, "Bam!" You're like, was it one of those
No,
moments?
no,
where,
it wasn't that. It was more like, oh my God, my groceries don't weigh anything. There wasn't a lot of navel gazing going on, but I just realized that, like, I was a strong girl. I was one of those girls that, like, carry her bags through the airport without any help from anyone. And I don't even mean, like, using the wheels, I mean carrying it. So, yeah, so I just really focused on that, and I did some research on espionage, I mean, and things like that. And yeah, no, I mean, it was more, I was more nervous about the improv than anything else.
What was that like? I just, because here you have this
Genius.
Groups of, I mean, everybody in there is just bam, just throwing stuff at you. How do you go against people who just come up with gems just off the top of their head?
There was no contest. I mean, it was kind of like when I worked with Meryl Streep. It wasn't like, oh, who's the better actress? It's like, honey, you won. You won before the cameras rolled. And that's the way I felt about working with Steve and Alan. And they're geniuses at improv. So I just basically try to stay out of their way. That's all I try to do. And not laugh in the middle of a great take.
It does seem like you've gone through this really nice masterclass of like acting through
I know.
everything.
I really should be better with the amount of work that I've been exposed to. I really should be more on top of my game.
No, you are on top of your game. What are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, not compared to people like Meryl Streep and Alan Arkin and Maggie Smith. I mean, I've been exposed to some greatness.
There are some action sequences, and I was talking to Peter, and he said that you would be in harnesses and like have this really great smile on your face, and like you need to act like you're. What was that like to fly around and
it was so much fun. I mean, I'm like a kid in a candy shop with that kind of stuff. I love amusement parks, but my only problem with them is that they often feel like there's too many safety restrictions. So to kind of have a few of those removed, it was great. It was like being on a roller coaster without having the handlebars.
And yet,
sounds like fun to me. So.
Kicking with heels.
Yes.
What was that like?
That was painful and sucked, and but it's part of the job. And I mean, there are worse ways to make money than try to pretend to kick someone's ass wearing high heels.
Dwayne said that when he kissed Steve, he had nice soft lips. What is your reaction towards Steve's lips?
Well, I agree with him. They are soft, but I felt really sorry for Steve the day that he had to kiss me because I had a cold. I actually had a sinus infection, and I found out the next day I had conjunctivitis. So I had to call the producers and say someone needs to tell Steve to take some echinacea because I have green slime coming out of my nose and my eye. So I felt really sorry for him, and he had to look at me like I was like this sexy goddess that he was in love with. And I looked at him, and I'm just this sniveling little sick mess. I felt really sorry for him, but he's a good actor.
He is. Then this film, if it does well, it could lead to a franchise of sorts. Are you ready for part 2, Get Smarter? Again?
Well, we all had to sign up for the sequel before they would hire us. So it's really up to Warner Brothers. If they want to make that, I'm so there.
And are you ready to do more like action type?
Yeah. Well,
stuff?
what would be fun this time is now that I know what is being asked, if we could schedule the sequel far enough in advance, I could actually like really learn to do it and like take Krav Maga and like get into awesome killer shape, and that'd be good.
Are you more of a tomboy when it comes to these things? Or
I am. I'm not a girly girl at all. I have 2 brothers, and I'm just missing that gene. I mean, if it's not a gene, I just didn't grow up in a girly environment, so I'm much happier when I get to kind of play with the boys and not have to worry about any like hair, makeup, nails, stuff like that. I get a pedicure like once every 2 months.
And yet you're so good on the red carpet. How does that, how do you...
Acting. I don't know. No, I hate the red carpet. If you notice in most of my pictures, I look like a deer caught in the headlights, and it's because I am just so uncomfortable in those moments. But it's kind of one of those things. What's the point of complaining about it? It comes with a job. You're expected to do it. You're being paid to do it. A lot of money rides on you walking down the red carpet if you're doing it for a film. And so you just kind of got to suck it up and do it. But no, it's not something that I'm just like, I look forward to. It's not something that I particularly enjoy.
Well, you look good. Thank you very much. It's
Thank
really
you
nice
very
talking
much.
to you.
Nice talking to you.